so I've been doing some digging into Assetto Corsa Evo to find out if in the future we're going to be able to have mods or not, and it's not looking very good. So I started to Google how to mod Assetto Corsa Evo, came across a few subreddits and a couple of GitHub scripts, and I managed to unlock the game. Now I've taken a look into the game files and I can say it isn't looking very good. But is there a reason for this? Is maybe Assetto Corsa Evo going to give us a tool to use to unlock these files so we can make mods ourselves? Or are they just going to be like, no mods unless we're doing it? And I think that may be the case. With the original Assetto Corsa, you could mod cars in such a way that it was fairly simplistic and easy. And you've come across a guy called X4Fab who created Content Manager, which made it even easier and kind of made it so we can make mods on a more simplistic level. Now everything is unlocked on Assetto Corsa. It's a big open script and it's really easy to use. But Assetto Corsa Evo, on the other hand, looks to be like it's using its own exe file to read the files and be locked down. I'm going to show you what the files look like and probably why Assetto Corsa Evo may not be the Assetto Corsa killer we thirst for. For me, the physics in Assetto Corsa Evo are groundbreaking and absolutely fantastic. I now hate playing Assetto Corsa because how good Assetto Corsa Evo is. If there is no mods on Assetto Corsa Evo, will you still be playing it? I very much doubt it. I won't be playing it. If I can't have mods and I can't import maps, I will not be playing Assetto Corsa Evo. Just facts. It is still a good game. Now, the physics are great. The graphics are 10 times better than the original Assetto Corsa, excluding mods, by the way. And the gameplay is obviously much better in comparison to the original. But where Assetto Corsa takes off is the ability to have whatever we want in the game without any restrictions. Now, Assetto Corsa Evo are applying restrictions straight from the get-go by encrypting their game files, which is understandable because then other people can use their physics engine and make their own by just, you know, reverse engineering their software. It isn't too difficult with someone with greater knowledge. So taking a look at the software, okay, let me show you what I've found and what I think is kind of concerning for modders like you and maybe just people that want to play the game and have a bit of fun. We extracted all the files which are here, as you can see, the readable folders, and inside content we have cars, tracks, and everything that Assetto Corsa is using. But when you click on cars, it does say Kunos cars. Okay, these are all the Kunos cars that are currently in the game, and then we have all the bank files and all that stuff. So that's where all the linked information has come from these folders. So when you go in here, they've kind of done it a little bit different. This does not look like anything like the original Assetto Corsa. Let's do a comparison right now, okay, to what a car looks like on a stock Kunos car compared to a stock Assetto Corsa Evo car. Okay, so these are the folders, and as you can see, these are what you call KM5s. They are readable, viewable, extractable to FBX, which then you can edit the model or do whatever you wish to the model inside Blender or whichever 3D application you use. Okay, so that is pretty easy and simplistic, but these are using now mesh files. Okay, these are not readable by anyone or anything other than Assetto Corsa's exe or their own software they've created, their own little world, okay, coded to their software. Now, you can't do anything with these, as my belief. I've tried. There's nothing we can do at the moment, but everything seems to be in weird mesh files or texture dot files or dot texture files, and nothing seems to be the same anymore. It's very locked down and very, you know, different. Whereas look at all this. This is all readable. It's all textures and skins and lure files, and now it's all locked down and no, you can't access it. This sucks for us. This is like super bad. I obviously I understand it because, you know, if you're a game developer, you want people to buy the game and buy your DLCs and buy everything you own, whereas the Assetto Corsa modders can do what they want, you know what I mean, and charge for it and do whatever they wish without no repercussions or consequences, whereas Assetto Corsa Evo do have repercussions and they do have consequences. For instance, they can't just bang any old car in because they will get sued. They are the developer, they are the maker of the game. You know, if they did it, they'll get sued. But Assetto Corsa Evo, just imagine it like a ship, okay? And there is loads of pirates on that ship, but the driver is not a pirate, okay? And everyone's like, yeah, get in here, I'm gonna take everything. And that's the kind of the situation they're in with Assetto Corsa. And this is why they are doing it this way, okay? Because they don't want to be a pirate. They don't want to be on the ship. They want to control their own ship. They want to be a cruise ship cruising down the road, you know, in a posh cruise ship, not being attacked by pirates. In my opinion, this is the way it's going to go. And I'm not quite sure how it's going to be changed. Looking at what we see right now, it's kind of not looking good. But the way they're doing things currently, I'm not sure if it's going to change or whether they're going to allow certain mods or not allow mods. It's very hard to say. What I've seen so far, it seems that they want to encrypt everything. They want to be hush hush, which is understandable. The game is only in early beta and they have confirmed they will allow mods, but will they? That's the thing. Get the people hyped, get the people wanting the game, and then they can do all this themselves. Like currently we are on boosted UK servers. They'll just make them themselves and choose what cars we're allowed to drive in their ecosystem. It makes sense because right now, if you haven't seen the latest version of Assetto Corsa Evo, you have an ecosystem now where you have to earn credits to drive certain cars. A lot like Gran Turismo, a lot like Forza. You can't just jump in a car and drive it, which I do not like. I understand it from a game perspective. Give us something to do. Give us a way to earn the cars, but at the same time, sometimes I just want to jump on, not have to grind, and just drive. And this is why Assetto Corsa, for me, is the best game, because you don't have to grind. If you, for instance, you've just come home from work, you're like, right, I'm going to drive, you know what I mean? Get on the servers and drive and have some fun with your mates. You don't have to sit there and be like, I can't drive that car, mate. I've got to earn 10 more thousand points before I can drive. I just don't like that aspect. Let me know down in the comments below. Will you be interested in playing Assetto Corsa Evo if they didn't allow you or I to mod it and have such amazing vehicles? I usually use vehicles that are from the real world, you know, and add them into the game. Someone else's personal build, YouTube builds, personal builds, people's cars and stuff like that. Assetto Corsa Evo won't do that. So will you still play it? But the UK maps and stuff like that, we won't really have, I don't think, if they don't allow it. So it's a real tricky one, man. I really hope Assetto Corsa Evo don't lock us out. Let us come in and let us pirate out the game. Let me know what you guys think of this news. I think it's quite bad, but let's give them a break. Let's wait until the end of the year, a long way away, and let's see what they're doing throughout this beta phase. I'm very interested to see. Very, very interested. I cannot wait for some more early access. So I'm nearly died. And I can't wait to be able to start finding out if we can mod it or not. But at the minute, it's not looking good.